Hello students, welcome to this e-learning lectures on digital techniques or digital electronics. This is our third lecture. Let us see or let us revise what we have seen in last lecture with the structure MELI, that is most important lessons yesterday, and these are the points that we have discussed in the last lecture. Analog and digital signals, difference between them, signals basically available in analog form. So physical data, physical signals, they are just available in analog form, and we have with us all these digital circuits, right? Now here it becomes necessary to convert analog data to digital. That is what we use this digital to analog converter, and then back we have our analog data where we use this digital to analog converter. Okay, then we have seen few advantages of digital system, like storing of the information is very much possible for this digital signal. It is not the case for analog signals. Then precision and accuracy is very much higher for digital systems or digital signals as compared to analog, and even noise affected is very less for digital systems. So we have discussed these few points in last lecture, and this is a short again comparison of analog system and digital system with few parameters given here, like type of signal processed is again analog signal, digital signal, type of display for analog systems are analog meters. Now if you remember, or if you just uh, see that in earlier days we used to have this analog meters, or even now also you have that analog meters, analog voltmeter, milliammeter, microammeter, that which uses needles to display the given reading, right? And for digital systems we have digital displays using LED and LCD. And accuracy, just now we have seen the advantage. Accuracy of this analog system is small and digital system is very high. Then design complexity. Now these are easier to design. That is what we are going to see. Memory. Now analog signals cannot be stored, where this can be stored, right? Noise effect. Analog systems are very much affected by noise, right? Whereas digital signals have very less noise effect. Okay. Then versatility, distortion, effect of temperature, communication between systems, and examples. Now if you look at examples, then we have filters, amplifiers, power supplies, signal generators. Okay, this you are all this you have studied in your last semester, right? And the examples of digital systems what we are going to study are counters, registers, microprocessors, and computers. Okay, now having studied these, let us now move on to our first unit, that is number system and codes. Now this chapter is of 8 marks. Okay, and here are the contents of this chapter. So this chapter is really interesting. Now what are the contents we are going to see are number system. Okay, so 4 number systems we need to study, or we have these 4 number systems as far as digital systems are concerned. Then binary arithmetic, right? So as I said, any digital system just understands binary format. Okay, and if you consider a calculator, your scientific calculator, right? So that is a digital system, and in that we have so many different functions. Now these are basic functions, basic arithmetic functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now here we are going to study actually how that's in the calculator at the hardware part, how this by addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division takes place, right? Then subtraction using complement method. Now here binary subtraction has two methods. One is direct method and one is indirect method. So this is indirect method. In indirect method, we have these two methods available. So in exam, you may be asked a question on this. So two numbers given, and subtract the given two numbers using any of these methods, right? And then we have these codes, different codes we are supposed to study. So BCD, binary coded decimal, gray code, XS3, and ASCII code. Now we have discussed about this ASCII code, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, right? So in detail, we will be studying all these types of codes. Okay, and then BCD arithmetic, right? Okay, so let us start with the definition, or let us start with the question: what is number system? Now, number systems are the technique to represent numbers in computer system or computer architecture. Okay, every value that you are saving or getting into from computer memory has a defined number system. As you know, computer system has a memory. It has primary memory or it has secondary memory called RAM, right? And this RAM is something like this. Okay, so these are the compartments or memory cells, we call it as. Okay, and each of these unit cell or basic cell has some identifying numbers with it. Now we are specifically talking about computer system or computer architecture. Now how these number or these blocks are identified or given a specific numbers. It's just like if we compare with our address. Now these memory cells are also called as memory location or address. Okay, so somewhere we have gut number, somewhere we have plot number, somewhere we have flat number, somewhere we have wing number. So different numbering systems are used to identify that address of that location. So same is the case for this computer system or computer architecture, and all that different number systems we are going to study. Okay. Now before going to the number systems available for computer system, let us just see that what number systems are used in general mathematics. So we have natural numbers starting from 1 and 1, 2, 3, and it goes up to infinity, right? Then we have whole numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but natural numbers with 0, starting with 0. Or it can also be said as a number without fraction, which is called as integer. Now do you remember where this word have you studied earlier? Okay, so if you remember, it is used in C programming language, integer, a number without fraction, int value. Okay, so these are the examples of this whole number. Okay, now another is rational or fractional number. Now rational numbers means in terms of a by b, where a is numerator, b is denominator, right? So example is 3 by 4, 22 by 7, 100 by 28, any number you can have. Both are the natural numbers. Okay, you may have in a negative also. Okay, and then fractional numbers, this float values. If you compare this with C programming language, float values. Okay, irrational number. Now root 2, root 5, pi, all these are irrational numbers, right? And then we have something called real and imaginary numbers, where the format is given in x plus iy. Now these are also called as complex numbers. Complex numbers has real and imaginary parts, where x is real and this I or this y which is connected with this I is imaginary, right? So x real, y imaginary. Now this has again a depth very deep concepts in mathematics which you may be studying in your further semesters, right? So these are a few number systems that are used in general mathematics. Okay, but for now we are concerned with number systems in computer system or computer architecture. Okay, yeah, so what about the number systems in digital system, right? So while discussing the contents of syllabus, we have seen that we have four different number systems for digital system. Here we have decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. So 2 marks question can be asked that how many number systems are available for digital system. Okay, so your answer should be decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system, right? Now, to define any number system, following points are required. Okay, and what are that? Base of a number system. Okay, so here you have this base of a number system is very important. Now, okay, sorry, so we don't have 0, we have 2, 8, 10 and 16 as the base of any number system or of the given number system. Now, what is the importance of this base? The base decides total number of digits or symbols in that number system. So base plays very important role here, this base. And every number system has its specific base. Now what is the function of base? This base decides total number of digits or symbol in that number system. Okay, and very important point here is first digit of any number system is always 0, right? And last digit is always base minus 1. Now again, if you remember the concepts of array in C programming language, we have in that indexing of an array. Okay, if you consider an array A of say 5, and we consider this as square brackets A of 5. So the first index always starts at 0 and ends at this size minus 1, that is 4. Same is the case for this base for any number system. The first digit is always 0 and the last digit is always base minus 1. Okay, now just to give a sense of what I have said is, let us consider English language. Okay, now how many alphabets do we have in English language? Right, 26. We have 26 alphabets in English language. So 26 is the base of English, right? Now when we say 26 is the base of English, means we have 26 different symbols or 26 different alphabets in English language. Okay, so they can be small a to small z or capital A to capital Z, right? And any word in English language is formed with help of these 26 alphabets, right? It is nothing outside these 26 alphabets. Okay, so similarly we have a number system and its base. Okay, so that we are going to see in upcoming slides. Yes, so that is what I said, various numbering systems with details. Now if we consider first binary number system, now here what details we are going to see: number system, what is its base, which is also called as radix, then first digit, then last digit, then how many symbols or what different symbols we have in that particular number system, and few examples, right? So binary. Now bi means 2. So the base for binary is 2. Now as we have discussed, the first digit of any number system is 0, right? And last digit is base minus 1, so it is 1. Okay, so since it is 2, we have only two symbols, that is 0 and 1. Now any number which forms with the combination of this 0 and 1 is called binary number. Here is the example, is 101101. Okay, and this 100. These are the example of binary number system. Right. Then we have octal number system. For octal, the base is 8. Okay, and first digit is again 0, and the last digit is base minus 1, that is 7. Okay, so since the base is 8, we have 8 different symbols starting from 0 to 7. Right, and these are the examples: 124 in octal, 207 in octal, 100 in octal. Right. Then third is decimal number system, which is quite often used. Generally decimal number system is used, and we are very much familiar with this decimal number system. Okay, now the base for the decimal is 10. Okay, and what is the first digit is 0, and last digit is 10 minus 1, that is base minus 1 is 9. So we have the all the symbols in decimal number system starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Right, so these are the examples. It is 1089 and 100. And the last is hexadecimal number system. Hexa means 16. So the base for hexadecimal number is 16. First digit is 0, last digit is 15, and the symbols are these 0 to 9, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, one interesting part for this hexadecimal number system is that just to differentiate between this decimal and hexadecimal. Now here, if you take the combination of 1 and 0, so it becomes 10, right? But here in hexadecimal number system, after 9, these are represented in alphabets. Okay, so I have mentioned here A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, F is 15. Okay, now here you can have this number with combination of any of this symbol. Okay, so the examples are 61C is a hexadecimal number, 4A2 is a hexadecimal number, then AF25 is another hexadecimal number, 100 is a hexadecimal system number. Right, now you have to always remember the symbols for hexadecimal number system. Okay, so a number which consists alphabets is specifically a hexadecimal number system. Right, now you might be a little confused in the examples that every number system has 100 in it. Okay, so if you see binary, then octal, then decimal, and then hexadecimal. Okay, now the question is how to identify a given number belongs to which number system. Okay, answer is very simple. All the number systems are represented in this bracket, okay, with its base. Now this 2 means binary because the base of binary is 2 or capital B. Okay, so in the binary it is not 100. In the binary number system, this number is 100. Okay, then octal. Now it is 100 in octal, we can say 100 in octal. This is capital O. Okay, in any of this means this number can be represented. Then this 100 is now in decimal. Okay, 100 capital D, and then this 100 is in hexadecimal, right? Okay, so this is very short introduction about the number system and how these number systems are represented. Okay, in the next video lecture we'll see some more details of all the number systems, right? Till then, thank you, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a happy learning. Thank you.